Here is what policing actually is and why this moment matters. For decades, policing in this country has been doing hard, intentional work to change. We moved away from a purely military posture, away from occupation, and towards guardianship, towards being visible, being human, being known in our communities. Local policing has spent years rebuilding legitimacy, walking beats instead of rolling through neighborhoods, community policing instead of command and control, listening instead of ordering, explaining instead of demanding. Because modern policing isn't just about enforcing laws, it's about safekeeping. Yes, officers protect life and property. That is the core mission. And we wish deeply that we could be perfect at it because it's our charge. And beyond that, police also respond to homelessness, to addiction, to mental health crisis, to domestic violence, to runaways, to suicidal ideation, to missing persons, to neighborhood disputes, overdoses, traffic crashes, child welfare calls, elder abuse, to name a few. People at the worst moments of their lives asking for help because they don't know who else to call. This is what local law enforcement does every day, quietly, imperfectly, and with enormous responsibility. And here is the problem with this moment that we are in. When federal agencies and military forces are deployed into civilian spaces, it blurs the line for the public. People don't differentiate uniforms. They see authority, they see force, they see power. And when that power feels unfamiliar, unexplained, or disconnected from the community, well, then trust erodes. And people don't know, who do I listen to? Who do I trust? Who is here to protect me? And who is here to enforce something else? The confusion does not make us safer. It makes people hesitate, it makes people withdraw, and it makes them suspicious. And the ones who pay the price are the local officers, the ones who live in those communities, whose kids go to those schools, who have spent years building bridges based on legitimacy and trust. When those bridges are undermined, it doesn't just damage policing, it damages public safety. Because safety does not come from force alone. It comes from cooperation, from clarity, from legitimacy. If people don't trust the uniform, they don't comply. They don't call for help. They don't engage. And when that happens, everyone is less safe. This isn't about politics. It's about systems. It's about how fragile trust really is. We should be incredibly careful about saying anything that erodes the credibility of the people tasked every single day with keeping communities safe. Because once legitimacy is lost, it is very hard to earn. And we ignore that reality at our own risk.